it somebody right on my core? This is the moment you're meant to know.
Well, hello there, sunflowers. And how are you guys today? Well, I am very excited, Avi, to do a reading on Timothee Chalamet and Kylie Jenner. Now, I've been meaning for a while. I'm really super excited because, I'm about to say, I have been excited and have been wanting to do a reading on this couple since I've seen Marty Supreme. And if you haven't seen my recap on Marty Supreme, I'll give you guys a quick rundown on how I enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it. I'm actually awed that Timothee Chalamet has won an award because Mama Crone is really good at picking out when, like, noticing when actors have like done like the right acting, or has, when you do, as she calls it, where you don't see them as who they are, but you see them as the character that they're portraying, and you're just like drawn into the story, and you're like so sucked into the story that you completely forget about anything that's going on in that person's life. If they could do that, ka-ching, ka-check, that's a good actor. And I came home and told Mama Crone, yeah, that's what Timothee Chalamet did to me. And I was like, I hope he gets an award. And he sure did. And guess who he thanked at his award? Oh, yes, yes.
Timothee Chalamet.
Did y'all peep that hand placement?
And lastly, I'll just say thank you to my partner of 3 years. Thank you for our foundation. I love you. I couldn't do this without you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Yes, that's how many times I've watched that. Yes, I'm not even kidding. I'm not kidding, guys. That's how much and we've talked about this on this channel, that I think they're trying to sell us Timothee Chalamet, especially as somebody who is sexy, attractive, the new it guy. He even said in his speech that he was up against so many great names, and yet he won. And everybody said, even the people that worked with Timothee, why did you thank Kylie? I couldn't have done this without you. Where was Kylie? No, for real, Timothee, where was Kylie during this entire time? Because we know that before she was like flying everywhere to follow you. But we didn't hear that this time, unless y'all wanted to keep that tight-lipped. Unless y'all are so down low and private that the rumors might be allegedly true that you guys are allegedly living together and are thinking about marriage. Those are the rumors out there. And this sparked that because everybody's just like, why? Why? For real, because I even said it, because Timothee has been acting these kind of roles since day one. So it's kind of like to say, yes, thank you for getting me here. I wouldn't be, did she bring something out of you that like brought that like rawness that you needed for this? Is that what she did? Did she like unlock something in your like acting abilities that you, like, you know how they say once you what's the reference that I'm thinking of? Like, you know, when you go into the dungeon, you defeat the enemy, they get like the secret level up. That's basically what I'm thinking. Like, was Kylie like your secret level up that you're just like, thank you, Kylie, that if I hadn't been with you, I wouldn't be the actor I am today because you changed me. Like, that's what I'm kind of picking up Are you guys picking up what I'm putting down on what Timothy is allegedly saying? That's why everybody's like, what's going on? And that's exactly why I'm here to go pull some cards on what's going on with their relationship. Because I couldn't get the clip in here, but I will put the video up right here.
Caitlin, how are you?
Fine.
How are you? Good, good. Quick question for you. We got to ask.
I'm not going to answer.
I'll ask just for fun.
Okay, ask.
Kylie Jenner, Timothee Chalamet. They're Hollywood's new it couple. They are it. Everyone's talking
I love how Caitlyn Jenner said, I'm not going to answer, and then answered.
about them. How much do you love Timothee Chalamet?
I just want my daughter to be happy, and she is.
Caitlyn Jenner would know, as her mother, she would know if her daughter is happy or not.
And I like that.
Good, good. Have you met him yet?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice kid?
Great kid.
Great kid. All right. He's probably one of the most talented. Probably one of the most talented in Hollywood, as they say.
All right.
All right. Oh, I think if you're leaving, I think you're going up. All right. Well, that's exciting. I mean, he said, have you seen his movie yet?
Watch it, you know. I could play some more, but if you want to look it up, Caitlyn Jenner interview talking about Timothy and Kylie's relationship. Couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. Caitlyn Jenner out here spoke on it. Are they trying to really sell us, guys? Are they really trying to sell us Timothy and Kylie? But here we go here. Because, like, seriously, where has she been? Where has she been? Now that Marty Supreme is finally out, we see her at every Marty Supreme award show. Day one when they came out with their marching Marty Supreme orange colors. Come on. PR stunt, guys. Are we serious? But I can't believe 3 years? 3 years and it's a PR stunt? I don't think so. There might be some legitimate validity to it because I'm starting to believe it. I'm really starting to believe it because 3 years? But here, yet again, we see them at another award show as Timothy gets an award.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I'm buzzing.
Long video anyway. I wasn't ready for that one. There we go. This is what it's, as you see, things now have changed. Look at it. Everyone is believing it. I'm believing it. She looks like a supportive girlfriend. How could we not believe it? But this is one clip that I wanted to point out because this is exactly, because you remember how I said, if Kylie is this so great, thank you, I wouldn't have done this if it wasn't for you. He got asked, how? And he said how.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I'm buzzing.
That's amazing. All right. What was it like to step into Marty Mauser's relentless drive and ego? Like, this was a character that was like obsessed with his own legend. How did you tap into that?
No, it was a dream come true, Josh. You know, I've said it a million times, but he wanted me to tap into something that I feel every 13-year-old New Yorker feels in life, which is, you know, sort of a pursuit of your dream, a pursuit of getting out of whatever living situation you're in. Yeah.
Yeah, we sure did that.
Thank you.
You know, it just dawned on me just thinking about it when he said that, doing anything you can to get out of your situation. Let's not forget that in Marty Supreme, like, yeah, while he was out there going for getting close, who maybe could be Kylie Jenner in that situation, or maybe Kylie Jenner is the childhood friend that's been trying and trying and trying to get Marty, aka Timothy's, attention. And he's just like, man, no, I'll do anything for you, but no. Who is Kylie? There's two women. And listen, he said Kylie had to unlock something in him. I'm just speculating. But that's what he had to get down to. And his character used anybody that it took to get to the top. So that's why I'm like, did he just speak on it 3 years. We know who speaked on it for 11 years just to get hoodwinked. So, I don't know. Is Timothy doing anything like that 13-year-old Bronx boy would do anything to get to the top, to get out of a situation? So, let's just pull some cards to see what's going on with Timothy and Kylie's relationship. Is it PR or is it real? That is the question that I choose to feel. Okay, yes. I tried to rhyme today, guys. I tried to copy Mama Crone. Okay. Since they keep wanting to pop on me, the first card is the shadow side, which keeps coming up, and I remember is now the devil. So let's just figure out what's going on right here in this devil, because I'm not feeling this devil energy. Like I said, suspicious, ain't it? Card to represent Timothy, because that's who I'm more interested in. Justice. Kylie. The Five of Cups. Foundation. The Magician. The Pass. The Seven of Wands. The Moon card in the Crown again, and it even fell out while I was shuffling, so hello again, Moon card. And then the Future, the Page of Cups. Well, guys, this is quite interesting because I am not going to lie, and their present moment right now is yikes, because that's where all the major arcana cards is. We have the Moon, Justice, the Devil. Well, we don't have the Five of Cups, but then the Magician. So everything is honestly stemming from Timothy and all this heaviness, and Kylie on the back end, on the side end, sadly. And I only say that because we have the Five of Cups. And does she look happy to you? No, like literally for real. No, she does not look happy to you. She's actually sitting there kind of like this, just looking over. And the Five of Cups usually is 3 cups spill over and you're crying over spilt milk, but there's 2 cups that haven't, but you're kind of preoccupied at what had fell. So because of that, that's why I see Kylie is at. Maybe she's still in the process of healing from you know who, the name we will never mention, but maybe she's still healing over from him, right? But we see here with Timothy is the Justice card. Everything is coming into balance for him in this present moment. It's like everything's aligning. Honestly, justice is all about doing things in truth. So definitely, is it PR? No, there definitely is something truly sincere with their relationship, or else it wouldn't have been here for 3 years. And I stand on that one. So because of that, we see here at this present moment that there seems to be a shadow side, or the devil. And I'm going to say that shadow side is coming from Kylie. At first, I was going to say it was from Timothy because it was a major arcana card. But because the shadow side is all about those things that keep you from moving forward in life, or as though you feel like you're being deceived in some sort of situation. And because Timothy is the one that's in justiceness, the justice cannot be deceived or be deceptive in their justfulness, or else they wouldn't be just. So therefore, it has to fall on the other party, which is Kylie, which makes sense because she's the Five of Cups, who is looking a little bit uncontent in the present moment. And that's exactly what the discourse could be between them. I wish I had this one clip. I'll put it, because I thought there was something there, but I wasn't sure. I thought maybe I was reading too much into it because, you know, Timothy's all caught up in the moment, right? But this is just great proof to put this right here that I was feeling when I had saw this. 3 instances, he doesn't go to kiss her first. Okay, that's questionable. If that's your true loved one, why don't you go to kiss her first? But hey, I get it. You're sitting next to the great. Go to the great first. You're caught up in the moment. I can let that slide. Second, he goes to kiss Kylie. She kisses him back. Okay, that's cool. But she then goes and tries to kiss him again, and he's a bit distracted, still caught up in the moment. And because the camera's on her, she kind of had to like peel it and just like keep clapping, like, okay. So because of that, strike 2. And then number 3, she's a bit like awkward, like, I don't know what to do next. Like, I'm just standing here, I'm clapping, I'm being like your supportive side dog a little bit, but I would like a little bit more attention. Like, you gave me this big hoopla speech, like, thank you. And you saw her looking at him like, so you saw her looking, and then like you see her clapping, sitting here. So because of that, I'm like, where's the energy switch up, the energy change that we're seeing here in between the 2 award shows? I get it different days, but you got to see that we do see the different phases of Kylie switching from day to day, but all at the same time, Timothee continues to remain the same. He is still him consistently from event to event. So therefore, it has to be Kylie that is the person, because this is her card. That would be the 5 of Cups. That would bring up the devil and the shadow side. Because we know, creating Timothee, we know what Kylie comes with and where she's coming from. And some of the things in the baggage and everything that everybody's talking about, right? And we all know the one thing that Kylie wants more than anything in the world. And we know who just got it. And it rhymes with Woods. So because of that, all that in Kylie's boat, and she's here with Timothee 3 years, and yet what is there to show? There's still a private secret relationship which she's choosing to accept, but now she's starting to realize, is that something that's biting her in the behind now that she's looking at it in retrospect? What she accepted because of how she was feeling, is that now coming back, that shadow side, that darker nature, that I did something in haste, or when I was blinded, or when I was in negative operating in my negative self, my negative headspace. And now I'm fully coming to the realization of what I have gotten myself into, the hole I have dug myself into. That's the kind of energy that I'm picking up. Now, I wasn't trying to go here, but the devil showed up, and the devil is always about some sort of deceptiveness. Now, it's not deceptive purposefully. I mean, yes, but it's not for your bad. It's always for your good. And it's something that clearly needs to waken up for Kylie, because Timothee right here, he's on his high. His career is good. He's got this long-term girlfriend. That's all the good things that you need when you're getting into a certain group in society, right? You need the booming career. You need the finances. You need the arm candy. And that goes both ways for both genders. So because of that, he's checking off the boxes on where he wants to go. It's unjust. It's rightfully so. This is what he has always dreamt of. So if it's always what he has dreamt of, then it's what he's going to have. He's going to manifest it any kind of way. The magician. And so is Kylie on both ends. They both, as the magicians, equally having their own dreams that they want to have. They're finding ways in this present moment to try to find a way to co-create a reality that they both want. Therefore, merging their worlds and no longer 2 separate worlds. However, there seems to be a sort of discourse. I'm going back to that shadow side. Some darkness within somebody that they have to get over. Some shadow work that they still need to do. Some dark night of the soul that they still need to handle and deal with. And I see that is still crowning and reigning here with the moon. Now it could be equally for both of them that they both need to experience it too. And it's not just coming from Kylie. And Timothee has his own background and history that he's coming from like I said, gave you my hypothesis earlier. So because of that, for them to come together and in this present moment, and he has finally played a role that finally he really convincingly brought to us, because he really felt that from his soul. I'm not kidding, guys. He for real did. You heard the words come out of his mouth. So because of that, he felt that from his soul, and justfully so. The time, work, and energy he put into his career is going to pay out as it should. So yes, as his career is going, his relationship right now in this present moment is kind of teeter-tottering, but let's see, because they still have a solid foundation, enough for him to go out there and thank Kylie for that to go down in history records for years and years and years. So because of that, the foundation is the magician co-creating a reality together. And we see here in the past is the Seven of Wands. And that's all about having to fight off all the opposition that comes up against you. And we know Timothee and Kylie had a whole lot of opposition coming up against them in the past. And that was the general public and the audience. And I, as a tarot, will point a finger at myself, as I still am, trying to peekaboo into their lives. And that's exactly what I'm getting a little bit of peekaboo into. It's the shadow side that they're really not talking about or showing to us as they parade this beautiful, co-creative, we are so happy relationship. We're in sync. We're in harmony. We're so in love. 3 years. We in this till the end. Yeah, let's get you guys thinking that we're going to get married and that we're so serious and that we're so committed and that we're down, like we're ride or dies for each other. Let's put all that into it. And nothing wrong with that. You guys was doing that before. You guys could have built that kind of rapport for us with us as an audience. So that way, when you did bring it to our attention, we wouldn't have to question it. But hey, you know what? That's okay. For whatever reason, they wanted to keep the relationship private away from us. Maybe they needed to get a solid foundation within themselves. So that way, when they brought their relationship and said what they had to say, and Timothy said what he had to say, that they are solid within themselves, that no matter what the dark days or no matter what people say or no matter what people theorize, that it's not going to come up against us. We're going to still continue to fight the Seven of Wands and stand our ground and fight for our little love bubble that we have created for each other and have spent time in learning each other. Could be. It's very possible, because I see here's the moon phase. The moon is all about cycles and phases, and that could equal two things: a completion or just on a merry-go-round, on a loop. But the way I see it here with the moon is going with that shadow side. It's still that darkness. I see some dark energy just... Now, I'm not... Instead of saying dark energy, I'm going to say some mysterious energy going on with Timothy and Kylie that I can't quite put my finger on, but I know it's enough to put a question mark on their relationship, but not enough to keep me from saying that I can see that there is some sort of love. But is that love starting to wear thin in 3 years is the question. And I only keep saying that because I look at the card that represents Kylie, and it's the Five of Cups, and that's not a happy card. And that just shows that in this present moment that Kylie isn't happy, no matter how much it looks and no matter how much Timothy may be doing great for their relationship or how she feels within the relationship. She just feels as though, maybe Timothy is that guy that's like, hey, this is what we can do. This is what I can do. This I can squeeze you into my schedule. That's what the Justice card is all about. Hey, how can, finding that balance. I still love you. I still want you in my life. I could do this. We could do that. Hey, she could have been bringing a lot of things that she could have been feeling to Timothy. And he's like, okay, I'll try to work it out for you, baby. So that way our relationship can move forward, because I truly do love you, and I want you to know that I hear you out. So we got all those things that they are working through in their relationship, and this moon just shows it. It's like trying every different thing every which way for their relationship, for the sake of their relationship. What do I see here in the future? The Page of Cups. And what do I have to say about the Page of Cups? Well, it's still immaturity, not immaturity. It's still a emotional love state. It's still an emotional state that hasn't quite grown and it hasn't quite developed as much as it needed to. So what is that emotional state is the question, because that's what leads to their future. Maybe it's the fact that they are getting out of that young puppy phase, that puppy love. I mean, I know puppy love don't last for 3 years, but you know what I'm saying. When when that newness wears out, and then all the hardships start coming, and then you guys really have to start facing reality and having those hard conversations. That's where the relationship really starts getting to the truly test. Maybe that's what their 3-year mark is starting to reach for them. Okay, let's see what card popped out. Friend, okay. Stress. Oh, a lie. I knew I saw deception somewhere. And a messenger. Just one more card. I didn't mean to pull out 5, but support. Okay. I like that. We have a yes, no, yes. So 3 yeses, 2 no's. Oh my God, literally look at that. That's almost like the Kylie's card with the 5 of Cups. 3 cups spilt over, 3 yeses, and then 2 cups haven't spilt over, the 2 no's. And that could be the things that are getting on Kylie's nerves, the things that are, because what the 2 no's here is stress and lie. And like they say, I know the devil is a liar. So because of that, it's the stress and the lies. It's just like, no, we're not going to allow that to come up against our energy. So yeah, while she might get a little down in the dumps, a little bit depressed, a little bit sad, a little bit worried and wondering, where's our relationship? Where do we stand? Am I settling this, that, third? We got a sort of friendship energy. However, it says someone you know and trust, and someone that you want in your life, and someone who you share values with, and someone who can keep your secrets. You want a friend, and like they say, you want to be friends before lovers. And if they are accumulating this friendship before they become lovers, then this is a great solid foundation as they co-create a reality together. It took 3 years in the making, but it sounds like it's really about to start kicking up some feet, because we see the messenger here, and the messenger is showing that there is some support, that there is, and we see the support. Like you saw Caitlyn Jenner. I know if my daughter's happy and she's happy, and I just want her to be happy. Everybody out here saying that in this relationship, we see her out here finally getting the attention, the love, the support. She was over there pointing. So because of that, we see all the different things that Kylie is finally starting to get integrated into his life. Now, not completely and not fully, but slowly. And it took 3 years to even get there, because it was too much in the beginning. Maybe it was too much for Timothy. And now that the balance has finally tempered out with him, he's like, okay, I'm ready to finally allow you into my life, because I finally accumulate. Because, it was a lot. It was just like, boom, bam, career Kylie. It was like, well, whoa. So because of that, it was like he needed to find his footing and find his balance before he could do anything, make any sort of decisions. But Kylie was like, I'm going to stick through this with you until the end. And she sure did, because in 3 years he has finally came around. It was just like, okay, I'm finally ready to show you off. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this reading on Timothy and Kylie. What I got from their reading is they're friends. Right now, it's a bit stressful for both of them on both ends, because they both got 2 different things that they got going on in their lives that they are dealing with. And the 2 things that they got going on and dealing with in their lives are kind of clashing, but also at the same time, it's keeping them distracted, so that way they don't have to truly focus and fixate on it, but also it's something worth dealing with and not just ignoring if you want the future and longevity of a relationship, but looking at the positive cards and the yes, yes, yes against the no, no. and looking at the positive cards like the Seven of Wands, the Magician, the Justice. Yep, that was it. That was the 3 cards that were pretty positive out of the 3 cards that I say were not positive. So there's that balance again with the duality. It's really up in the air for them if they're willing to work it out. That's why it's so heavy in this present moment. This is the crucial moment right now. Ironically enough, might determine where the future of Kylie and Timothy go from here. And that's a whole lot for a single moment that we're seeing right now. And maybe it's just because us as the general public are finally getting a blimp and a glimpse into their relationship and their dynamics, which we have been kind of thirsty for, that they haven't been giving us for the last 3 years. And now that we're finally getting it, we're kind of drinking it up, hypothesizing and putting our own little things on, because now it's like, why are you guys finally coming around now? And honestly, they just needed a foundation so that way they could be solid against us. It's them against the world. So with that being said, oh my gosh, it's almost, if you haven't seen it, it's Us Against the World, I think is the name of it, or Us Against the Effing World. It's a Netflix miniseries. That's the kind of energy that I'm getting with Kylie and Timothy. Like Kylie is like the girl in the situation, and Timothy is the guy in that movie. Yet we see at the very end, it was till the very end. And that's the kind of vibe and energy that I'm getting. It just was one of those slow burn relationships. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this reading on Timothy and Kylie. I sure did. I wasn't expecting to get that at all. I got my answer. Is it real? Is it PR? It's real. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed it. That's what the cards gave me. And I will see you sunflowers in the next one. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. It would really mean a lot to the channel. We would really appreciate it. Please and thank you. And spread those beautiful sunflower seeds all across the beautiful earth, so that way we can harvest great and beautiful things moving forward in 2026. But also just to spread beautiful love and positivity out there on the earth, because we need it more than ever, especially here in these American streets. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I sure did. Subscribe. Please give this video a thumbs up, share, leave your comments down below. Who else would you like me to read on? I did a reading on Hailey Bieber and Justin Bieber. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the next one. Sorry, sunflowers.